People are gonna love to hate this cowboy.
The story is about this producer who gets blackballed from Hollywood because he's just pushed the envelope too far. He's tried to film live executions.
I'm done with Hollywood.
And so when he's exiled from his peer group,
I'm going direct to my audience.
he sets about creating a show that's going to blow them all out of the water.
As a kind of an expatriate, he's off in the South Pacific on an island, and he gets the idea to execute his dream.
Somewhere, someone on this planet does not know about this show.
He uses his millions to buy
10 convicts on death row.
Killers, rapists, thieves.
from prisons around the world. All third world prisons with corrupt wardens. So the whole thing's done in the black market.
So without a major network behind you, how do you plan to broadcast your show?
The internet.
I have these technicians set up thousands of cameras around the island. Hopefully, I'll catch them all in the midst of their fury.
He's gonna force them to kill each other.
And the winner gets to go free.
Survivor at its ultimate.
They're all attached to bombs.
Oh!
That was a nice little touch, I thought.
On your ankle, you all have a rig, packed with 20 ounces of plastic explosive.
It's gonna blow up in 30 hours. And the only way it can be removed is if you're the only one alive in 30 hours.
So it's kill or die.
It's harsh. But the point is that people watching will determine whether the show's a success or not.
WW Films came to me with an original script called The Condemned, written by Rob Hedden.
The idea for The Condemned came from my brother Andy.
I was channel surfing and just watching all these different reality TV shows. Most of them were predicated on extreme competition and or degradation, and it just struck me as like a little odd.
We looked at each other and we said, you know, there's a movie in this if we just take it to its extreme. After the script was written, we sent it to WWE and they optioned the script, which was great.
I mean, I was thrilled. How could you not be?
I think in the case of The Condemned, Andy and I are both very happy with the way it turned out. I think Scott Weiper brought some sensational changes to it.
I had about a 25-minute pitch on how I would redo the script, and it involved taking it to the black market, making it illegal, putting it to the internet.
5 million users just logged on to the site.
After WWE Films heard my pitch, I ended up rewriting the script 9 times before we went into production. He said Stone Cold Steve Austin was attached to play the lead, and I did a bunch of research on him. I knew of him, but when I did more research, I smelled it. I smelled that this movie had potential.
I was attracted, to the movie because I thought it was a very hard movie to make. Also, one of the things that really interested me about this movie was it was pretty much all filmed outdoors. And just coming from a background of lots of hunting and fishing and being outdoors, I just thought I would enjoy that. I wasn't gonna do a goddamn thing till you came out of your chair. We hit it off, and we got along great. We both were outside linebackers in college. Both come from small towns, me from Ohio, he from Texas. And we hit it off. We just got together in Venice and up in Malibu and just hung out and talked. And he's really interesting. He questions things, and he cares about other people. The first time we met, he was just like, how'd you get into filmmaking? How did this all start? He's like, yeah, where'd you study that? How do you come up with these ideas? And he wants real answers. He'll listen to you for 20 minutes. The name of the character I played is Jack Conrad.
His real name's Jack Riley.
Ex-military guy, Special Forces.
Until a year ago, he was living in Texas.
He's seeing a woman in Texas.
Dinner in 30.
Jack goes off to do one of his LAC ops missions.
Then he disappeared.
Ends up getting caught in prison for about a year.
Tienes que venir conmigo.
Game on.
We put an interesting spin on the guy. He doesn't talk about himself. He's not the kind of guy that just waves the flag and says, hey, I'm the good guy.
You killing for me.
Hey, I'm sorry, amigo. Something I gotta do.
The great action heroes, as actors, what makes them great is that they have the confidence to do less.
He's like a chess player on amphetamines, making all the right moves to be able to get to his goal, which is to be able to get off that island and go back to the family.
Me and you, we got a lot in common.
We got nothing in common, you and me.
My name in the movie is Ewan McStarley. Something really black and dark has happened to him at some stage, and you never really find out what it is.
Starley doesn't give a damn about anybody but himself, and it comes through in the movie. He's an absolute wonderful bad guy. By the time it comes around for the finish and it's Conrad versus McStarley, you want that son of a bitch to be killed. You hate him. He did a good job at doing that. He made that happen.
Boom. Well, there's two villains in this movie. There's Vinnie Jones, who's the physical villain, and then there's the cerebral villain, the television producer, who's basically like the king of Rome, who puts gladiators in the Colosseum.
I want a fucking air!
All to make money.
Find him. He wants to do it his way, and he wants to be able to say to any doubters, you were wrong. I come along once in a lifetime, and here I am. That's what I'm talking about, people. Nice. So, yeah, Ian Brickell.
I play the character Goldman. He's very neurotic, very much of a pessimist. We're fucked.
He heads up the technical staff, and he's a New York warrior, and he worries that nothing will work.
Mango, do not touch.
There'll never be enough time.
I do not have enough time.
Never be enough equipment.
The show is not going off. He's also the conscience, eventually, of the movie. It's not exactly easy to watch. It poses a real interesting question in people's minds, like, what do we like to watch? And I feel like this movie takes it to the extreme degree that isn't so hard to believe. I find it to be really interesting.